If you love art, Samara is the city for you. Art is omnipresent in our city, from admirable museums and galleries to subway stations and streets. It's hard to take a trip around Samara without noticing the amazing street art. A common form of public street art is murals, big, bold, and often conveying a strong social message. These outstanding drawings on facades of buildings are dedicated to the most important periods in history of our city in common and our country in general. We would like to profile 6 stunning murals to see around Samara.
We are at 63 Leningradskaya Street, the historical center of our city, where you can enjoy a wonderful project by Kazan artist Rustam Kubik. Titled Fathers and Son, the mural depicts individuals whose heads are literally blooming. The mural is not that big, only 2 floors high. The artist and his brother have decided to use warm pastel colors, pink and green, to convey the message. As the artist himself claims, the 2 flowers are an allegory of 2 generations. The bigger fading flower represents the older generation that is transmitting its energy and wisdom to the smaller blossoming flower, the younger generation. Moreover, it symbolizes the old town adjacent to the new one and their interaction. There is a stunning sense of synthesis between Kubik's art and the surrounding area. Kubik's work almost seems to suggest that we are inextricable from our environment. Like a dream folding in on itself, it is impossible to tell where our influence ends and where nature begins. Walk down Leningradskaya Street, take the first turning on the right, and you are in Chapayevskaya Street. Here, at number 103, the Turkish muralist Aris Batsekta has recently finished working on a large new piece for the Samara Ground 2020 Art Experience art project. The mural mix of generations is made in his own unique style called Fantastic Modernism. The artist says he was inspired by the history of Samara, its nature and jewelry art. With this work, Aris wanted to reflect on how and where the people live, what they do in their daily life. In his rendition of the system that we live in and human relationships through the observation of their behavior. Although Aris's murals are usually painted using monochrome colors, this one is extremely colorful and lively, with green and orange accents. Take a look at this mysterious, attention-grabbing mural.
A 2-minute walk will take you to Mural Street, one of the longest and most important streets in our city. Find house number 57. Here you can see an unusual painting by Samara street artist Denis Vertiga. The mural Madonna was inspired by Igor Ostrov's sketch in techno-Renaissance style. Igor Ostrov masterly uses optical effects in such a way that every time you look at his painting, a small miracle happens and an image stands out from abstract black and white lines. Are you tired? Let's walk to the Volga, shall we? Mayakovsky's descent to the embankment is the place for another fascinating mural. Made by one of the brightest representatives of modern calligraphy, the founder of the new art movement Calligraphy Futurism, St. Petersburg's artist Prokras Lampas, it attracts both citizens and tourists. You can try and read Vladimir Mayakovsky's verses coded into the unusual calligraphic symbols. The area of the huge graffiti takes 350 square meters. As a matter of fact, the artist spent 110 hours painting 2,500 symbols on the wall.
The facade of the house at 317 Novosadovaya Street is decorated with the mural that symbolizes life's victory over the COVID-19 virus. Oksana Gladkova, a young Samara artist, said that she had drawn the window to the future without the illness, when all of us would be able to take a deep breath with clean lungs. The mural is bright and colorful, representing a happy little girl with a negative COVID test standing against the background of green lungs.
If you keep walking along Molodogvardeyskaya Street, you will soon get to number 65. Andrew Berger, one of the most prominent and innovative artists of the Russian street wave, who finds inspiration in hip-hop culture of the late 90s. As you see, the work is very bright. It resembles a thunderstorm front, which is usually shown in weather-focused releases. As the artist himself explains, his drawing symbolizes the life of the city, its energy. He never misses a chance to analyze the concept of relations between art and time within street art.
It's a pity our time is up. We have shown you several impressive large-sized murals. However, there are a lot more. Come and see a totally different side of our great city.